This is Uluru today. Before we saw dinosaurs over Uluru 70 million years ago, and then we saw the steady episodic lowering of the plain to reveal the persistent resistant Multitular arcos that makes up Uluru. And you can still see that it is relatively intact. There isn't any major faults, any weaknesses in which the water can attack and weather and erode the material away. So it explains why it's still here. It's a Iselberg, it's a land island rising up above, and we've seen all the vast amounts of material being taken away down to the Amadeus Basin. So here is the scene today. Instead of dinosaurs, we have cars. We have the green car that represents the sunset viewing area, the blue car, the Marla car park, the ambulance and the policeman because somebody's climbed up and come to grief. It's not a good idea to climb Uluru. And just on the south side we have Kunia car park and the north side and the east. So this is the scene that we would discover here at Uluru today. And it looks dry on top, and in fact it is an arid environment, but that's quite deceiving really, because there's in fact plenty of water. It's just down below the ground there, and this is where the weathering that's taking place at Uluru. So if we were to excavate off the northwest corner here, we can get a sense that in fact there's a fair bit of moisture. You can see the damp soil there, and if you go down further you can see even the rock strata going down below the surface there, and you can see that if you were to move this material away it would be subject to erosion, and it would be easily dislodged and eroded away there. But it's not, because it's underground. It's been attacked by the water, and it's this water here, the subsurface water, that attacks the Multitular arcos, that gives the steep-sided character of Uluru, the gaping mouth caves, the Taffany caves high up there. That all began down below the surface there where there's lots of water. So Uluru is in fact being attacked, and the majority of the attack is actually down below where there's water. And we know in geology wherever there's water there is weathering and erosion and weakening of any rock strata here, and that you can see that. You can see that the rock is slowly chipping away there, but this is not happening because it is kept in place, and only when it comes to the surface it starts to break off in this interesting way and gives us our interesting characteristics around Uluru, the Taffany caves and all the flaring that you have around Uluru. And so that sort of explains the character of Uluru, the steep-sided bevel hill that we see today.